Good morning, students. Today we will study about transportation in human beings. Already we have discussed about so many metabolic activities in the previous lecture. In this chapter, life processes, now it's time to study about the next life process, that is transportation. How this transportation takes place in human being. For that, you should recall one of the connective tissue, blood. As you all are aware, blood have a ground substance named as plasma, in which so many blood cells are suspended over there. Plasma as well as the blood cells, they used to carry different nutrients, gases, salts, or even so many things from one place to another. But how this blood will transport all this material, that's why there is need of a pump. And which organ of our body behaves as a pump? That is the human heart. Today we will discuss about this pump, human heart, and I have drawn the sectional view of the human heart. This is a sectional view in which clearly you can see the different chambers, the thickness or thinness of the wall of the human heart, and how they perform the function, that is the transportation of the blood. Let's start. This is a human heart having so many chambers, or you can say 4 chambers. 4 chambers. This is the first chamber, left atrium. Side by, you can also see another chamber placed posterior to it, that is the left ventricle. These are the 2 chambers, left atrium and left ventricle. In the same manner, here you can see the right atrium and the right ventricle. These are the 4 chambers, 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are the 4 chambers by which blood gets transported. Which type of blood should be transported in our body? That is the oxygenated blood. The blood which has oxygen. From where we get oxygen? As already I have told you about the respiratory system, the lungs, by the help of lungs, we intake oxygen, and that oxygenated blood with the help of this heart will be transported to the different body parts. Similarly, the blood which carries the deoxygenated blood, that means the carbon dioxide which should be exhaled, will be carried from the different body parts, and with the help of this human heart will be exhaled. Lungs, with the help of heart, do the process of respiration, or you can say heart, take the oxygenated blood, send it to the different body parts, similarly collect the blood, deoxygenated blood from different body parts and give it to the lungs for exhale. This process goes on simultaneously. Let's start how this functions takes place. This is the left atrium. This left atrium collects the oxygenated blood from the lungs. Lungs give oxygenated blood to the left atrium. As soon when it gets the blood, it expands. When it is going to collect the blood, at the same time, this left ventricle tries to expand, or it dilates, and it contracts as soon it gets filled with the oxygenated blood. As it contracts with the pressure, the blood comes to the left ventricle. Once again, listen carefully. The oxygenated blood from lungs will be given to the left artery. It will be given by pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein assists the lungs to give the oxygenated blood to the left artery. As it is collecting the blood, it will be in the expanded form. Soon after it contracts. As it contracts, this chamber get dilated, expanded, and the blood comes to the left ventricle. From here, it is given to the bigger artery, that is the aorta, which is helped or assisted by the different arteries, and soon the blood is transported to the different body part. This is the function of one of the chamber, which carries the oxygenated blood, firstly left atrium, then with the pressure it is given to the left ventricle. Left ventricle supply this oxygenated blood to the aorta. Aorta give it to the different arteries. Arteries give it to the different body part. Then what happens in this side, right atrium or right ventricle? Right atrium and right ventricle collects the deoxygenated blood. That's why I have shown the shaded part. This is the deoxygenated blood. This deoxygenated blood, firstly it will be collected in the right atrium, and in the same manner it expands first for its collection. How it gets collected? By the means of two veins, vena cava. It is from the lower body part. It will collect blood from lower body part. You can also say it as inferior vena cava. This another vena cava, it collects blood from upper body part. Upper body part or lower body part can be best understood by the part before the heart or from the upper part of the heart and the part below the heart. They give the blood with the help of the inferior vena cava, and the body parts which are located above the heart will give the blood from the inferior vena cava. They both will be collected. The blood will be collected from both of the vena cava, will be stored in the right atrium. At the same time it contracts. As it will contract, it will create pressure, and this wall will open. These are the two valves which only supply the blood to be unidirectional. It opens it and the blood comes to this next chamber, that is the right ventricle. As it comes in the right ventricle, it will be given to the lungs for purification by means of this pulmonary artery here. It will be given to the lungs with the means of pulmonary artery. So this is the mechanism which takes place rhythmically, one by one. What happens? Firstly, lungs give the deoxygenated blood with the help of pulmonary vein to the left atrium. Left atrium, by expansion and contraction, gives the blood, oxygenated blood, to the left ventricle. From here, it is given to the bigger artery named as aorta, from where the different arteries give the oxygenated blood to the different body parts. By this means, we get the oxygenated blood. As already I have told you, this blood contains so many substances along with it, that is the transportation. Here, in the second half, what you are seeing, that this inferior vena cava collects the blood from lower body part. Lower body part, that means the body parts which are located below our heart. It collects the deoxygenated blood from the lower body part, give it to the right atrium. Similarly, the superior vena cava collects the blood from upper body part. Upper body part, the body parts which are above to the heart. From there, the deoxygenated blood is collected. Both this vena cava fill this chamber. Which chamber? Right atrium. As soon it gets filled, this chamber gets expanded and it contracts. As it contracts, it creates the pressure by which the septum, this valve get open and the blood comes to this chamber, that is the right ventricle. Right ventricle, soon it supplies this blood to the lungs to be exhaled or for the purification by the means of pulmonary arteries. This is the sequence starting from the arrow. Very easily you can understand it, how the blood is transported with this help of this pump, that is the human heart. Surely in the next lecture we will study about the next life process. Thank you.